The January 24th, 2023 meeting of the Public Safety Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Burgess. Here. Mr. Burgess is present. Mr. Colby. Present. Mr. Colby is present. Mr. Delahaney. Here. Mr. Delahaney is present. Ms. Delvecchio Hoffman. Ms. Delvecchio Hoffman is present. Chairman Dondorfer.
Here.
Chairman Dondorfer is present. Ms. Hugh Smith. Here. Ms. Hugh Smith is present. Mr. Milne. Here. Mr. Milne is present. Mr. Morris. Here. Mr. Morris is present. Ms. Vecchio. Here. Ms. Vecchio is present.
Is there anyone signed up for the public forum?
There is not.
Is there anyone present who is not signed up to speak who would like to address the committee at this time? Seeing none, the next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes. You have the December 20th, 2022 meeting minutes before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. Next item on the agenda is new business. Mr. Clerk.
Referral 23-0020, acceptance of a grant from the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services for the Motor Vehicle Theft and Insurance Fraud Prevention Program.
Yes, Mr. President.
Mr. Chairman. Second, Mr. Chairman. The phone just got me.
Moved by legislator Milne, seconded by legislator Colby. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral number 23-0021, acceptance of a grant from the United States Department of Homeland Security Investigations, Rochester Division for state and local overtime.
Move it, Mr. Chairman. Second.
Moved by legislator Colby, seconded by legislator Morris. Is there any discussion on this?
Through you to the administration, could you explain in a little more depth the sergeant and 4 deputies that have been assigned to security investigations, what exactly their job responsibilities are and how much of their time is being spent on?
Through the chair, Jennifer Curley from the Sheriff's Office. The sergeant and the 4 deputies that are assigned are actually assigned to our Granite unit, which is the drug task force for the entire Monroe County. This is just one investigation that has been flagged by the federal government to be eligible for Homeland Security overtime. So they're only working overtime on this investigation. I cannot give you the breakdown of between their personnel, their salary and their overtime, but all of this is just for overtime.
Thank you. Through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration. I wasn't looking for a salary breakdown. I was actually looking for a time understanding. Is that what these folks do all day?
Through the chair, like I said before, this is our drug task force. So they're doing drug investigations on top of this investigation.
Through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, I'm sorry, but this is new to me and it makes no sense what you're saying. What do you mean that this is their job on top of? Drug task force means what? And this is on top of what?
Through the chair, the drug task force is a task force with RPD, New York State Police, federal agents, all enforcing drug laws. This one investigation, I assume, they can't tell me in detail what the investigation is also dealing with Homeland Security issues. I'm assuming they're transporting drugs across international lines.
Thank you. I appreciate that clarification. So from my understanding through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, this overtime is related to a particular investigation as opposed to an ongoing assignment to the department.
Through the chair, that is correct.
Thank you very much.
Is there any further questions? You have the floor.
What about either this grant or this investigation leads you to assume drug movement?
I'm going to overrule that question and say that it's not really germane what the investigation is in regards to. I don't think that the legislature would be privy to that information to begin with. So I'm going to ask that you don't answer that question. Did you have another question, legislator?
That was part of the answer, and so I'm asking for clarification, but I'm gonna respect your ruling and let it go for
So my ruling is based just, I don't, they can't get into the meat of the investigation other than the fact that it's related to a narcotics investigation. And I think that that's as far as we should be asking in regards to that. So if you had any other questions in regards to that, feel free to ask. But I think in regards to the investigation, that's where it ends. Good? Legislator, you have the floor.
We have 4 deputies. My question goes back to numbers. Where do we stand with the number of deputies? How short are we on the road? In the jail?
Through the chair, ma'am, are you asking how many deputies are assigned to this particular investigation or this task force? Through the chair, we can review those exact numbers and provide that exact breakdown when we have a chance to put those numbers together.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Are there any other matters to come before this committee? There being no other matters, the January 24th, 2023 meeting of the Public Safety Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Public Safety Committee will be held on Tuesday, February 28th, 2023.